Madam, I look forward to sitting down with you. We sat down with Pastor Barrett. Come here, Pastor. We sat down with a group of leaders about a week ago and explained the system and the plea bargain that we had offered to Marissa, that I offered to her, sat down with her. Hold on a minute. And we explained to her that when she discharges a firearm in the direction of human beings, that the legislature says it's dangerous. And one of the reasons is because the bullet went through the wall where the children were standing. It happened to deflect up into the ceiling, but if it had deflected down and hit one of the children, so this law, hold on, and it didn't. We know. Hold on, Madam Congresswoman, hold on. I know you're upset.
Wait. I am very upset.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Madam.
You wait
yes,
a minute. You wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Angela. I appreciate what you're doing with Trayvon.
Yes,
I do play.
Yes,
because there was many mitigating circumstances.
I cannot hear the Congresswoman. I can't even hear the Congresswoman. I'm trying to listen to her. Please. Thank you. Go ahead, ma'am.
But let me just say.
Yes, ma'am.
There is no one in this country. I found out about this case in Washington. Reporters came to me about this case, and they compared it to what was going on in Sanford. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And the fact is, if there was a stand your ground case, it's this one. And, wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
And the judge denied stand your ground. In the case, they review it. In this case, that's right. But my feeling is that your office initially overcharged her in this case. This is my feeling. This is my feeling. But we can't try it here.
Yes, ma'am. That's why we're asking that it not be tried now, and that if the facts are going to be put out, and I told Mr. Lincoln Alexander I wanted to sit down with him. You can't tell people. I understand. Listen, madam.
There is no justification for 20 years. There's no listen. I was listening. Wait a minute. Friday on my phone,
yes,
which
ma'am.
I don't know how to operate. It came up the results of several cases in Jacksonville, and someone was convicted of murder in Jacksonville last Friday.
Yes,
I don't know who it was. Got 15 years. Murder, 15 years. White male, murder, 15 years.
I need to know the name.
But the point is, okay, listen, murder, 15 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Last
Tell
Friday.
me the name of the case,
but let me, and I'm sure it was mitigating circumstances, just like in this case. In this case, I understand what could have happened.
Yes, ma'am.
But it did not happen. Did not happen. And so all we was asking, and all the community is asking for, is mercy and justice.
Congresswoman, I showed her mercy when I sat down with her. We offered her
mercy, and 20 years is not even justice.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
If my two young victims were standing here,
What about the gag order?
Wait a minute.
If my two young victims were standing here,
was there a restraining order against him at the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
They had a yes, ma'am. And then when she had, and one of the things you said, hold on a minute now, I listened to everything you had to say. One of the things you said about it being a domestic violence situation has to be addressed, because listen to me, when she was let out on bond by a circuit judge, Judge Jeff Morrow, who passed away, and that's why another judge has this case. He put Marissa out on bond, and clearly, I'm sorry, I'm trying to address the Congresswoman. I would appreciate some respect for both of us. Thank you. When he put her out on bond, he clearly said, Miss Alexander, do not contact the victims. 3 months later, she went back over there. She gave him a black eye, and we have the pictures and the police reports and the testimony. Hold on a minute. And she, ma'am.
Wait a minute.
Hold on a minute, Congresswoman, because I want to make sure you have all the facts. She was arrested for that crime. She told the police she wasn't even there, that she had an alibi. She finally admitted it and pled to it in court. That's why she got put back in jail, Congresswoman.
Okay.
She was out on bond.
Wait a minute.
Ma'am.
Okay,
yes,
I understand what you're saying
Yes,
about this. Wait a minute. The second incident.
Yes, ma'am.
What we was convicted for today was the first incident.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the second had nothing to do with the first.
It comes in because she violated the judge's
I
order.
understand
So
that.
offering, hold on a minute, let me finish.
But would you
so offering her probation where she had already disobeyed a judge's order is not something we can do. If we did that for anybody else, everybody would be in an uproar. So we looked at it, we looked at it and said, okay, you violated the judge's order, you went back, you hit Rico Gray the second time, but we're still going to look at your mitigation, and we did. And we offered her 3 years and kept that open. No, ma'am, 3 years in the prison, which is down 17 years off of the 20 years. And we offered that to her and kept the offer open until right before she chose to go to a jury. Now, and I understand that, but you asked, did we show her mercy? We offered her a plea bargain. That's what we offer in cases where we weigh. I have an obligation to those 2 children.
Wait a minute, excuse me. Wait a minute.
No, Rico Gray Jr. said she shot at them, but he wasn't afraid, is what he said. And the law says...
Wait a minute.